This video will show you life before the lockdown happened and then life during, and how I feel and how I felt. So yeah, it's kind of funny because I was just living my carefree life and then all of a sudden things changed for me, and it was hard to adjust to that because I'm used to a certain level of freedom. So this is how it went. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not really sure which class I have right now. I just know that I'm supposed to be at the hospital, so I was actually sleeping before this because I wasn't feeling so well, so I didn't even get a chance to check my timetable. And when I woke up, I realized that it was after 2, but then I didn't feel like going in the classes yet. Something just told me to wait, you know. Then I realized that people are coming back, and they sent a message in the group that we have class at the hospital instead. So. You're too cute.
Come to you. What will be the exam we're gonna ask them to do?
Let me see. Oh, really? This is.
And do you know what is the sock area inside the here? Do you know the sock? Oh, then we can see if there are any problem with the side wall of the bladder. Otherwise, if the bladder is like squeezed inside together, and you cannot tell if this one is the normal bladder wall or the real lesion. Okay, so here you can see the bladder is not fully expanded. Okay, so that is what abnormal.
Yes. And then there's a mask.
So, I mean, being a good doctor, I think sometimes situation is very, very important. Something like that. Yeah. So that is the first thing. You find the mask here. That's very brilliant. And also, can you see that this wall area? Do you think it's normal or abnormal?
The wall looks bigger.
Yeah.
It looks abnormal.
Yeah. So it looks probably it's where the tumor already in.
I am at a park trying to social distance as best as I can. And there's also some stuff that has been on my mind. I just want to ask people this question, but I didn't know how to form the question. I didn't know how to fit it into an Instagram story. And I just sometimes when I post things on Instagram, it's just too public. So it's the person that posts on YouTube every week. Anyway, when you get triggered by somebody, right, or something in life, what helps you get over the trigger? If you're trying to get over it, would you think it's best you expose yourself to it, exposure to it, so that you probably get used to it over time, or you think you should just completely cut out the trigger? What do you think? Let me know. Can DM me, can leave in the comments. You know what I find so crazy in this park? You're not supposed to swim in the water, you know? But there's always someone swimming. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, there's always someone swimming here. And I wonder if it's deep. Yeah, it's such a pretty day.
Summer rain on the window. Watch the time float on. Cool air blows a memento as I fall behind. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming about the future. You and I'll be better when we're old enough. Take apart all the good things, stripped away what's there to do. So many times I tried, but I just don't remember. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Hey, I'm sorry for dreaming.
Few weeks later, this morning was crazy, let's just say that. I felt really triggered and overwhelmed this morning with how many people that I saw like lining up to get tested. I feel like there's something that they're not telling us here on campus. I hate feeling left out of the mix. I hate feeling trapped. As a free spirit, that's the hardest thing for me, is just feeling caged in. So this lockdown has brought up a lot of emotion. So I'm just working through that. Last night I had a meltdown. What happened? Like, I was walking with barbecue sauce and it all like spilled. I know this sounds like completely off topic, but I'll show you how it'll like piece together. Okay, so I was walking with it and then everything just spilled out on me and I got so upset. I just started crying. I was like, why is this happening to me? You know that there's this TikTok audio with this girl like anyway, yeah, I was like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why are these things always happening? So I've always dealt with being clumsy, and so I was just over it. I'm like, whoa, it's really not the barbecue sauce. There is something clearly here that is bothering me, right? So yeah, just been feeling a bit out of it, and I really want to go outside. The last time I checked, they have confirmed like 4 cases, and my area is a high risk area right now, so I definitely cannot go outside. I've been feeling uninspired, unmotivated, just all that, and it's been rough, I must say. Oh, and also people are buying out things in the supermarkets, which is really scary. Like, there's a food shortage, so there's some things that I need to get but I can't get. I actually just ordered something and they refunded me a while ago because they said they didn't have that. So it just feels like 2019 all over again, and I am over it, to be honest. So yeah, that's just an update. If you're wondering where I went, where I disappeared, well, that's what happened. So yeah, decided to come outside and eat and watch The Ultimatum. We'll finish it. I'm watching the reunion now. On a side note, I find it very convenient that I have this box that you can pick up your deliveries from, like food that you order and stuff. It's really cool. Did not mention it. It's been here for a while. Yeah. So I don't know how to use it, but I'll figure it out. This is supposed to scan. Alright.
请主动接受测温，扫描安康码和行程码后进入操场。谢谢您的支持与配合。Dear teachers and classmates, during the epidemic prevention and control period, please do not bring meals, snacks, and other foods, as well as various board games into the playground. Gathering behaviors such as gatherings in group building are strictly prohibited in the playground. And please take the initiative to take the temperature measurement, scan the health code and travel code before entering the playground. Thank you for your support and cooperation.
Just ordered some jewelry from, this is where I like to order most of my piercing things, Rock Boil. Also got a cannula. This is an 18 good. Oh my gosh, is it too, shit, it's too thin. No, this is not aesthetic. A septum ring. I also have a box filled with, well, not filled. Right now it's kind of empty. This is where I keep all my piercing items. I had alcohol in here. Down here was full with like Q-tips. I have these. I think they're too short and it doesn't really stay in my nose. I have some alcohol pads. I have a lot of these actually. I don't know where the rest of them are. Okay, yeah, I have needles in here as well. I don't know what I'll use for these as yet. I just have them in here sitting. So I have this that I'm going to use for my nose instead because of the back. As I said, it's like my nose stud. It's really easy for it to fall out, so I wanted something with a back on it. And septum ring. I'm gonna be doing my septum when needles come for that. I have a clamp here, and I have a neck sterile. I have a sterile clamp right here as well. Ended up getting my septum done. So for those of you guys who don't know, we have a health app and each of us have a code, right? So it's supposed to be green, but if you come in contact with somebody for like 10 minutes, or depends on the distance, like how close you are to them who have the virus or has been exposed or at like a risky area, your health code will change from green to yellow. And so that happened to some people on campus, but I don't think they came in contact with anyone with COVID. It's more of, well, their school was saying, well, some people are saying that it's because the hospital is like right beside the school, so you know, people from the hospital might have it, and then because we're so close, that might think that we're actually there around those people. This morning I was brainstorming a bunch of creative ideas that I could possibly do in the future. I know people like to think that you should choose just one thing as a career and stick to it, but I don't see myself doing one thing in life. Like, I have so many big dreams and it's easy to get like discouraged or, you know, filled with doubt, but I just chose to just write it all down and stop and pray about it, because like, we give up on our dreams way too often, even though it doesn't seem like possible sometimes. You might never know. Like, to be honest, like, looking back 3 years ago, I would have never seen myself here. So it's like, I mean, if something like that can happen, then anything, in my opinion, anything else can happen. Like, many avenues can open up for you. Just believe, you know. So that's what I was doing that morning. Then I went to get some packages. Recently, I've been enjoying making tattoo flashes on my tablet, and I decided to buy transfer paper so that I can practice like the sizing. And it came with, I mean, this is titled tattoo soap, but it's not soap. It's like a deodorant that will help with the template. And here I was just drawing different designs. This is what I do most of the days that I have here on lockdown. I draw and try to practice. I can get lost in drawing, and so this is me just trying different designs and actually put them on my skin off camera. Yeah, it was really fun. So this is what it looks like from afar. Still planning on getting it. I did not wipe it off because I wanted to get used to it on being on my hand. That's what I do with all my tattoos, and I actually got tattoos off camera a couple months ago. I still have them like videoed and stuff, but I wanted to wait until I got at least one more, and then I'd like make a video about it. I also started a new book. It's called Verity by Colleen Hoover. I think that's her name. The story begins when she's on her way to work. She's like walking in, I think she worked near Times Square. I do not remember. But she was about to cross the road. And you know, some people like to cross the road earlier, more early than everybody else. They just don't care. They don't look left or right. Well, some guy crossed the road like seconds before it changed like to green, right? And he got hit by a truck. And am I supposed to even tell you? What if you wanted to read it? You know, but that's like the beginning. I don't think it's like a spoiler. He got hit by a truck and he died. And then, like, because she was like right behind him, like all the blood and everything was just like, yeah. So this guy, he saw her and he's like, okay, are you okay? And she's like, yep, fine, whatever. But then they went to like this coffee shop and he gave her his shirt. And then they were talking in there and he was like, yeah, don't worry, I've seen worse. So she's like, seen worse? How could you possibly see something worse than a man getting hit like right in front of you, right? So yeah, then they started talking and then she wanted to know more about him, you know. And then but then they had to part ways because both of them had a meeting. When she got to her workplace now, she saw him like downstairs. So she's like, what are you doing here? Like, are you stalking me? Maybe. Turns out that they have meeting like they're supposed to be in the same meeting. So that's all I'm gonna say. Things escalated, and I think it's a great book so far. I'm on chapter 6, and yeah. So if you want the book, you can just ask me for it, because I don't have like the physical copy. I like ebooks, so I can just send you the file. Yeah, it's a thriller type book, but it has, I think it has, I don't know if it has romance, to be honest. The page that I saw was festive. So the page that I saw made me download the book. But yeah, it's a thriller. So if you want it, you can just let me know. I plan to sit here and film a video, but I forgot my mic. 1, 2. Right when I was about to start, someone came and they're like sitting right in front of me and eating. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel comfortable filming a video right here, right now. But yeah. So I brought my journal. I have to always bring things to entertain me because I get bored real easily. So there's a lot of people sitting out here. It's so hard to get these seats in the daytime. I like sitting at the one back there. I don't know if you can see. It's occupied. I like sitting back there, but they took it. So I like watching Lavender. I feel like I've mentioned her so much over the course of my vlog era. She does plan with me's every month, so, and it follows like a series of questions about the last month, the previous month, and the month that you're starting now. So for example, she will say like, what is April in one word? You should write what April is in a word, rate it from 1 to 10, ask you like your highlights and what you learned, and then May, what will May be like, what's the intention for May. And I feel like I always talk about intention as well. So I did not get to finish because I fell asleep last night, so I'm going to continue that right now.